Hi, and welcome to the next video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how was the trip over to Japan. Well, it was pretty similar to when I had gone to China, where I had to take a flight from Miami all the way up to Chicago, have a layover there for a few hours, and then from Chicago, flew out to Seoul, Korea, and then from Seoul the last couple hours. So again, another 2-ish days of travel with the time difference, of course. So learned to kind of force myself to micro nap to when I was getting over there. I think I'd mentioned in a prior video, I can't sleep on planes. It's just an unfortunate thing I can't do. I can sleep in cars, but not on planes. It's strange. But anyhow, so once I had arrived there and had my 4-hour layover in Seoul and flew in, I believe I had arrived in the evening. So one of the things I had done is book a guest house for the first, I believe it was the first week or 2 weeks that I was there, so I'd have time to look for an apartment and settle in and so on. So once I arrived at the airport, it was evening. There was a shuttle that went from Kansai International Airport to one of the stop that was near the guest house, or close to the guest house, maybe 1 or 2 stops away. Anyhow, so got on the bus, headed out there, was very tired, but was very excited because, as with my prior move to China, as the closer I got to the destination, the more the realization of, hey, I'm finally doing this. I'm finally going to the country. It dawns on you when you get there, and it's kind of it's a very pleasant feeling when that happens. That's probably one of the best times that you'll have when you live abroad, is that initial move there. You'll never forget it. It's always rose-colored, let's say. So anyway, I arrived. It was evening. It was a very late sunset, I believe, because I remember there was still some light out at the time, and there was this very pronounced, really dark, deep blue sky. And so I'm sitting in this bus, I'm looking out the window, and we're heading out, we're heading on the highway, making our way further into Osaka, and you just see these little lights and boats and marinas, and just this quietness about the place, not just in the bus, but just as you look across the city at night. It was just serene and picturesque and really pretty, like it was a side of Japan I hadn't seen before, even when I had traveled there previously. So, for about an hour or so into the drive, I arrived at my destination. I had to, unfortunately I didn't get a SIM card because I didn't have time to get one, to get a phone service when I arrived. So I had to try to find a Wi-Fi spot, which there were plenty, and send a message to the person at the guest house to let them know, hey, I've arrived, but I don't exactly know which direction I need to walk or where do I need to meet you. So she was good enough to drive over, pick me up, and then drive me a short distance up to the hostel. Checked in. I had booked a private room because didn't want to necessarily bunk with a bunch of people. So I had this tiny room. I don't know, it was probably 7 by 7 or like an 8 by 10. So, but very comfortable. Had a desk, had a bed, kind of like a mini wardrobe, and it had a nice, window facing out. I remember being really tired that day, and going right to sleep, because the next day I had to go into my job to fill out paperwork, go through orientation and whatnot. So it was an interesting experience. I still think of it from time to time, especially the drive into the town. Just being mesmerized by the whole experience. So that's how the trip over was. See you in the next video.